From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Ball is teed up. Joshua Carty to do the honors. And here we go from L.A. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
This is Walker on second. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. Brought down by Reek Woolen. Call that a modest improvement. 3 yards that time, but still a 3rd and 7 upcoming.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Here's Smith. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left with 4th down here. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Nice moves on the return. He gets 17 out of it. And the Rams will take possession. Markers reset, ball at the 37. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Now a give running right. And that's good for a gain of 5. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. Give him 5 on that carry. Bringing up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run. It may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. Puts his body on the line, and he got it! They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Throwing now on 1st down, Stafford. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kader Kohou. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
Walker on 1st down. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Pressure comes, Smith. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. They give up the gut to Walker. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. That's a catch. Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, it's so common that we talk about quarterbacks flushing a negative play, but defenses have to do the same thing as well. When you give up a big play, you got to regroup, you got to calm yourself, and you got to know it's all about the next play. And delivering a sack like that certainly helps.
Now an inside give to Walker. And he's going to make it down to the 15-yard line. So 5 yards there, but still one in the hole. It's 3rd and 11.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
On 3rd down, Walker. 4 yards, narrows the distance a bit, but still some yardage left here on 4th down. Seahawks will try to kick as they send the field goal unit onto the field. This from 28 yards away. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they're on the board.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Gets this one to Watson. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Seahawks will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
First down, Smith to throw. Walker hauls it in. And this one does not go far. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They've got 2nd and 7 to start. The give now to Walker. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Tackle made by DeMarcus Lawrence. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Smith and Jigba going in motion right. Throwing on 3rd, Smith. Into the hands of Walker. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
That's how you draw it up defensively. That's exactly what you want the coverage to do. Force that quarterback to throw it short and get off the field.
Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. That's grabbed at the 10. And he gets his offense some better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Found some space, ended up with 18 on that return. And it'll be their football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
50-50.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Finds him on the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
On first down, here's Stafford. He's got it inside the 25. He goes the distance. Touchdown, LA! The Rams take a second quarter lead. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Point after converted from Cardi. And the Rams take a 4-point lead. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Return starts from the goal line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. It's Walker on the give. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Staying with Walker. And he's tackled for a short gain. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long. Smith to the air now. Pass taken in by Lockett. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Running left, here's Walker. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Completed over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Seahawks pushing for a late spark before halftime. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Handoff to Walker from the gun. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. Cut out left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They've got first down from the 31. They go play action. Here's Smith. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
They call play action. Would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled for about a split second, if that. And that play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Trying again following the sack. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Kate, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
Here he is on third and long. Short pass caught by his tight end. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Now Seattle going to call its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Well, best of luck here. It's fourth and a considerable distance. Blitz coming for Smith. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. And they make the tackle. I'm not sure that was an advisable gamble in this spot, Brock, as they turn it over on downs.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. Stafford now on first down. They connect on the deep shot. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Fits it through the middle. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. First and goal here.
32.
From the red zone now. And the defender comes away with it. Picked off by Kader Kohu. And the Seahawks are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
22.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Hit some space around midfield. They got 24 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Off the play fake, it's Stafford. That one's cut along the left sideline. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. They are now set for first and 10. Stafford from the gun. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Boy, this is really great defense to deny a big play and make them work for the touchdown. If they want to reach the end zone, they have to scrap and fight through them.
Back to the air we go on second. Stafford. And they pick him off again. And the Seahawks are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
Running is Walker, and he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's second and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
A play fake. Now Smith to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Shotgun snap to Smith. Forced out to his right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. No return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's a give up the middle. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Throwing from the pistol, Stafford. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's able to work this down to the 41. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. From the 41. He fires one deep down the left sideline. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. The big play, and that's him 17 yards. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run, break tackles, and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team. That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Rams now lead by 10. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
That one splits the uprights, and the Rams drive their lead to 11. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. go with Walker here. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running with Walker again. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing now, off play action. That's caught for the first. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Walker now from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Man in motion here. Here we go, 2nd and very long. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Tried getting it to Tyler Lockett. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
You know, that type of play is so doggone impressive, not just because it saves a touchdown. He had timed that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score.
The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They're going for this. And they got home. Sacked him on fourth down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Throwing now on first down. Stafford. He's got him. That's Claypool. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. This is the end of the third quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the fourth. Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So second down coming up.
Big 20. Set. Hey, 54.
Back to throw. Here's Stafford. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Cardi with the extra point. And the Rams push their lead to 18. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. From his own end zone, here we go. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Looking to throw, Smith. Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First down, Smith to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Tyler Lockett on that play. So that brings up second down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10. And again, it's Smith. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to the air. It's Smith. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That is a DB's best friend's pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Now Smith. Completed to his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force fourth downs just as they did.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday, right? They're in the film room front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
Well, this offense is trying to keep the defense off balance down here in the red zone, mixing in receiver runs with everything else they love to do. And the best part is, it's working. He gets them several yards on that play.
Shotgun snap to Sanford. And this is going to be an LA touchdown. The Rams keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Cardi now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams grow their lead yet again. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. From the gun, Smith. Cut by Lockett. Continuing to move past the 45. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. First and 10 now. Here's Smith. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Here's second and 7. Short pass brought in. Pick up of a few as he heads out of bounds.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill. Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense.
Yep.
They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
Yeah, if a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century, right, you checked down to the running back. That's not the case anymore. These slot receivers, well, they're as big a security blanket as running backs are, but the defenses, to your point, Kate, they figured it out too. And that defense, well, they didn't just figure it out in their head. They went out and executed with their bodies to take it away.
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Second down now, 7 to go. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. Continuing to move past the 45. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Seahawks take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Try getting it to Tyler Lockett. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Shotgun snap to Smith. Completed to Lockett. Into the red zone. All the way. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Tyler Lockett, the touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks make it an 18-point game. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Return coming here from the 12. Look at this out of the bag of tricks. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. They've got a man in motion. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay. Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We've got 2nd and 15. Stafford from the gun. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
3rd and long now for Stafford. And they pick him off again. Jerome Baker has it. And he takes it in for the touchdown. Great defensive effort late, even if this one's decided. He missed the linebacker lurking, or he thought he could challenge him there and win. A 6-point mistake, Brock, either way.
Do you know, Kate, that you use that word as a verb in quarterbacks? When we look at coverages, we use it as a noun. He's a lurker. You said he was lurking, and he was. And if you're not aware of that lurker, that free defender who's got eyes on you, well, they can make you pay just as he did.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks make it an 11-point ball game. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They're out and set, 1st and 10. After the pick, Stafford back to the air. He fires one deep down the middle. They connect on the deep shot. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks capitalize on yet another interception thrown in this game. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Flush down out to his left. A bit of desperation on this thing. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Rick Woolen with the INT. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. You get a pick 6. You get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
Highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 a multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, Brock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now Walker. Jukes out a one-stop. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. So make a check of that win column for the Rams. In the state of losing such a close one the week before, Apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week.